Hello, welcome back to Update Park, where we are showcasing all of the update and DLC species as of when I created this series. So, if you've watched the last episode, you remember the Leopleurodon Lagoon. If you don't, I would recommend you go and watch it, as it is the full introduction for this park, and was a cool build, even if I'm not 100% happy with how it turned out. Yeah, okay, without further ado, we will get building the Dragon King's lair, aka the Dracorex. Hello, welcome to the speed build. So I'm going to start by laying out a basic shape for the enclosure. This will stay the same. I don't end up making any changes to it. I'm quite happy with the shape at the end. Yeah, so I'm putting in viewing galleries, and I need to make the floor look more like what we're going for. So this build is going to be a redwood forest, like we see in the announcement trailer for the Dracorex. So we're going to have something very similar to that. So this is just me trying to find if they have the giant redwood forest brush on this map, or whether the Topaskia would do. Unfortunately, they don't, and the Topaskia wouldn't be right. So this is me just covering the ground in the root riddled dirt, and then I will start placing some trees. Unfortunately, they didn't have the redwood trees exactly, so I found some similar looking trees that would do instead. I'm not quite sure what trees it was I used instead. You might be able to see here, but I spent a lot of time looking through trees trying to find something, but I think in the end this one, what is it? Cedar. Giant eastern cedar tree. I think it looks similar enough to the redwood trees that it'll do instead. So yeah, and I start placing some bushes around the base of the trees. I think I used 2 different bushes in the end, as well as some stinging nettles and things like that. So yeah, I'll just let you watch that play out whilst I'm building those. Yeah, I'm just making this generic patch of foliage, and then I'll repeat that all the way around the enclosure. So yeah, it's looking okay at the moment, but only one type of bush at the moment, so still working on that. Yeah, so yeah, I think I'll start mixing in some of the other bushes in a second. So yeah, I think this is about where I start mixing in the other bushes. Yeah. So yeah, I'm starting to mix into some other bushes now. And yeah. So yeah, still just adding in more bushes and that. Sorry about the lack of sound. I'm not quite sure where to get some music from for these speed builds at the moment. If you have any ideas, please leave your suggestions in the comments. And I'm also still waiting for suggestions for the next episode of Community Park. So anyone has any suggestions for that, go ahead and leave them in the comments. Yeah. I'm just looking through some other bushes now to see what else would look good in this. And this is where I find the stinging nettles and stuff, so I start placing them around. And yeah. So again, just if you've got any suggestions for Community Park, I didn't get any suggestions on the last episode of Community Park, so if I could get some suggestions for that, that would be great. I'm just blueprinting this little patch of forest at the moment so that I can use it again in future, and now start placing it around and doing stuff with it once I've saved it. I take a little while just going through some tags, trying to figure out whether there's any sort of biome, or not really biome tags, there are biome tags, like tree tags and stuff like that, or nature tags, but there aren't, so I just stick with it how it is. And yeah, I just place it around fairly randomly, trying to make the paths look like they connect up a bit, and just, yeah. I specifically left these little gaps so I could try and make it look like there is a bit of pathing and stuff around there. You'll probably notice that some of this is floating. I do go back and fix that later, although I do very nearly forget. And I also left a little clearing there for a lake, which I'll put in later. But I don't believe that happens in the speed build. I believe that's back in real time. So yeah, this is all just me placing down the forest and making it look like a forest. Oh no, I do fix the terrain now. I think I lower them all a little bit as well because they're all floating. And then I deslacked the original one because that one's not floating. Yeah, so I'm just trying to level this all out, make it look good. In the end, I do have to unfortunately go through and add some of the Tapaskia because else the Dracorexes wouldn't be happy. I have turned off comfort and escapes, and they also don't require food, but I thought I would add some and just make them comfortable. So yeah, I believe that happens in the normal time. Oh no, I do add the lake as well during the speed build. Okay, yeah, I'm just making a sort of random shape. I'll go and tidy up some of the bushes now. Don't want them sticking into the lake too much. So yeah, I'm just tidying it all up, making it look good. And yeah, you'll see me start to incubate the Dracorex in a second. And you will be back to real time. Using this lovely blueprint hatchery, the redwood hatchery. I cannot remember for the life of me who made it so that I can give them credit, but go look it up. I think it's part of the Jurassic Park wood collection that was made by someone, so yeah, go look it up, give them some love on the workshop. I'm so sorry I can't remember the name of the person who made it, but yeah, just get these Dracorexes going, and then take a little while looking through the skins. In the end, I decide the skin that they've already got is about right. I just make the male a little bit darker, so looks a lot more like a dragon. But yeah, Dracorex, the Dragon King. Fun fact, when they first discovered Dracorex, they actually thought they'd found the skull of a dragon. And some shops do still sell replica skulls of the Dracorex as dragon skulls. So yeah, you won't see them very often, but people do sell them still as dragon skull. So yeah, that's me just going through adding the Tapaskia and stuff. So yeah, I do also go and add some foliage to the hatchery area. I might have done that already actually and just not been paying enough attention. But yeah, I do that just so any dinosaurs I release don't like starve whilst they're getting tranquilized. And that, I mean, they're probably not. They're going to get transferred pretty quickly, but just then I can use it as a storage area for them, just in case there's a problem with their habitat. Anyway, I will see you in real time now. Hope you've enjoyed the speed build. Okay. So our build is now complete, and let's get ready to meet the Dracorexes who are going to live here. So I've decided to go with 5 of them. So 4 females and 1 male. That male really looks like a dragon. That coloration is
Dracorex.
perfect.
Its name means Dragon King. So let's hope it doesn't start breathing fire or something. No, seriously, we don't have the insurance for that.
Okay. Well, let's get these guys rounded up and move them to their new home. I've just set up this little hatchery temporary holding area. Okay. Alright, it's got some food in it now, just in case I accidentally leave something in there for too long. Okay. And ACU has done a good job and tranquilized all of these, so let's get them moved. I'm going to try and spread them out a little bit so they actually explore the whole area because it is a large habitat. And I will put in a nest. So hopefully we can get some baby Dracorexes to I don't actually know whether a small nest or it's going to be medium. Okay, let's get one of these in here then. And I think this is the right place to put it. Yep, that looks good. Might in fact get a second nest in. And that we can have plenty of room for baby Dracorexes. Let me speed up time a little bit and get them all delivered. Okay. And just whilst they're settling in and setting up their territory, let's handle some guest stuff. We need some amenities. So let's get them in place. Perfect. That's all looking good now. The guests should be a bit happier. Let's also, whilst we are in this area, I think this is the perfect time to use one of the blueprints I've got off the workshop and give our guests a nice hotel. And I have to put it round here because there is not enough room around the front, but should be fine. Just means the guests have to take the suitcases with them for a little bit further. Well, this is looking alright. I think it's still sunk a little bit. So let's dig down a little bit more. Oh, yep. Oh. Wow, this really needs digging down here. Okay. This should be enough. Yeah. Just do that. Oh, that's looking good. Yes, this is a workshop blueprint. Definitely not something I have built. Not quite my skill level. But yeah. So I thought this was a fitting place to put the blueprint. So we've got a hotel now for the park. Honestly, I think it looks pretty good there. This path isn't really neat up quite right. Let's just change that up a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Perfect.
for your comfort, we've increased the hotel capacity of the park.
Whilst we're over here, let's get another viewing gallery for our guests.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery, ready for you to observe our magnificent animals.
Let's just flatten out the terrain around here.
Well, looky here. We have eggs. Don't let them break.
Well, perfect timing. And we have babies. We have one baby. Yep, I did get their food right. Although I think they would like a bit more of it. I'm surprised I managed to remember what they eat, considering this is the first time I've seen them since Jurassic World Evolution 2, and I didn't use them very often in that. It's nice to have the Dracorex back. Actually, a lot of people I know weren't particularly excited about the return of the Dracorex, but actually I quite like it, and I'm happy that it has returned. That is an unusually tall tree. Normally this doesn't get quite so tall, but did today. Okay, I think this should be plenty for them. I am going to turn off their comfort because honestly I think the habitat designs I'm planning for this park won't quite fit what the game actually wants for them, so they don't need to have everything. Okay, it's looking good. Let's get in the viewing gallery and we'll take a look from there. Can we see any of them? Where are they? Where are they? Oh, there's one over there. Oh, I have floating trees here. Whoops. I meant to flatten out this whole area. Yeah, let's replace that gate quickly. But it wasn't really in the right place anyway. There. That's a bit better. Well, we will move into cinematics now. Hope you've enjoyed the build. If you have, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel.